Hey, Shabbat Shalom. This is video number 4 in the series Hebrew Apologetics. All right, dealing with yet another Christian misinterpretation of Scripture or another Christian statement. This scripture that they misinterpret, which is Isaiah 64:6, I believe. Yep, Isaiah 64:6. When you tell a Christian, we're supposed to keep his Torah, we're supposed to keep the law, we're supposed to keep his commandments from front to back in the Bible, they will tell you that that's you working in your own righteousness. All right, that's you trying to work your way into heaven through your own works and your own righteousness. And also quote Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as unclean things, as all our righteousness are as filthy rags. All right, ... So they will use that, stating that that's all our righteousness is filthy rags. Us trying to keep the Torah is us trying to work within our righteousness. All right, so let's also go to Romans chapter 10 verse 3. This is yet another verse that they fall back on with that too, which states, for they being ignorant of God's righteousness, we're going to come back to that, and going about to establish their own righteousness, their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahuwah, of God. All right, so let's go find out what the righteousness of the Most High is. All right, let's go see. So let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 6 verses 25. Deuteronomy 6:25. I had it marked. This will tell us what the righteousness of the Most High is, because as we just read in Romans chapter 10 verse 3, for they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God. So what's the righteousness of God? Boom. Deuteronomy 6 verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness, all right, if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God as he hath commanded us. What are those commandments? The Torah, the law, the commandments. All right. So the righteousness of the Most High is the Torah, the law, his commandments, as stated in Romans 10:3 by Brother Shaul, whom the Christian continually misinterprets, misunderstands, as 2 Peter 3:16 states. They will misunderstand him even unto their death. All right, they misunderstand Brother Paul. They say he's the main one talking about we don't keep no laws, but yet he says here in yet another spot in one of his letters, for they being ignorant of God's righteousness, the Torah, the commandments, the law, and going about to establish their own righteousness, whatever that was, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God, the Torah, the commandments, the law. All right, the righteousness of the Most High is his Torah, the commandments he's giving to us, the children of Israel. That is his righteousness. When we keep his Torah, we are working in his righteousness, the righteousness he set before us, not our own righteousness. Our own righteousness is what the Pharisees and Sadducees were doing, the added stuff to the Torah that they were adding to the Torah. All right, other little things that were not given by the Most High. All right. Also, let's go to what is that? Psalms 37. Got it marked. Psalms 37:37. We're going to read down to 39. All right. Now listen to what happens to those without righteousness. All right. 37. Mark the perfect man and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. But the transgressors is those who didn't keep the law, those who didn't keep the Torah, they are transgressors, shall be destroyed together. All right. The end of the wicked, you're wicked if you do not keep the law. You are a wicked person in the eyes of the Most High if you are a transgressor of his law. All right. Remember, sin is transgression of the law. All right. But the transgressor shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous, those who keep the Torah, those who keep the law, those who keep the commandments, the salvation of the righteous is of Yahuwah. This says is of the Lord, all right? Is of Yahuwah. He is their strength in the time of trouble. So, my brothers and sisters, when you're talking, when you're dealing with these Christians who don't know the Bible, who think they know the Bible, and you tell them, hey, we are to keep the Torah, we keep the Torah, and they say, oh, that's you working in your righteousness, take them right over to Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. Also, take them to Psalms 37, 37 through 39 to show them that if you're not in the Most High's righteousness, show them that keeping the Torah is walking in his righteousness, not our own, and that if you are not in his righteousness, you are considered wicked, you are a transgressor, and you will be dealt with accordingly. You will die. You know what I mean? Shabbat shalom. This is video number 4 in the Hebrew apologetic series.